Miss me with the bullshit.
Yo, what up? Maddie C.
I'm Dominica.
Jamal McMillan, modern day music man.
Both of them stalled because she eating cookies. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got his glasses, so I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But it's all good though. Welcome to Miss Me With The Bullshit. Let's get straight into it. Super Bowl weekend just passed. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl 59. The Eagles beat the Chiefs. What's y'all takes on it? This ain't no sports show, but fuck it. Let's talk about sports right quick.
Gotta talk about it.
Right.
So shouldn't we just go straight to the halftime part of it?
Nah, well, actually, let's talk about. Let's get into it because there was 2 assaults that happened on Sunday. All right, the Eagles assaulted the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Beat them niggas mercilessly, right?
Right.
And then now let's get to the halftime show. Yeah, and Kendrick Lamar assaulted Drake. You know what I'm saying? The final assault. You know what I mean? I feel like that one was like the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, and then when you do somebody so wrong, they feel like they gotta put a lawsuit on you.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's some sucker shit. But you know, for me personally, I always felt like Drake was a sucker anyway, man. I never liked his style. Nothing about him. I don't like his music. I don't, you know.
Okay, then.
There's nothing about him. Yeah, right. I'm on my ex shit. There's nothing about him that I ever liked.
I don't like it.
You know what I'm saying? Bird. I feel the same way. There's nothing about him that I like, you know. Even when he came out back in the day, when he dropped? Like in 2011, 2010, somewhere around there?
It was like right in the middle of Cash Money, or Lil Wayne side of it.
Right.
He came out like
Young Money, right?
Around there.
2010.
Yeah, because I can remember that Jamie Foxx was on an award show.
Right.
And he brought him out and said, this boy is bad, blah, blah, blah. He had a cast on his leg, right? Y'all remember that? He had a performance, he had a cast on the leg.
Who had the cast on his leg?
Drake did. So he was rapping while like sitting on a stool or something. It was kind of cool. I mean, because he was. I mean, but Jamie Foxx had them built him up for real. So now, whatever he was going to do, it probably was kind of in there. Like, you know,
well, I wouldn't even know because, like I said, I ain't like the nigga from when he first came out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like the nigga now. You know what I mean?
You know why it is, though, right?
Why I don't like him?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm saying you know why it is, right?
If I know why I don't like him?
Why, yeah. You know
I just
why
don't like his style. I don't like.
He's
He's not the type of rapper that I like. You know, I came up in, you know, the rappers that I like, DMX. You know what I'm saying? Biggie.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so that's what it is.
Yeah, when you used to a certain palette, right? When something different come along, like it better be the most amazing shit ever. But for real, I think what it is like in the back of people's mind, they like, it's the dude from Disney though.
I wouldn't even say that, man.
Some people,
I can't even say that.
It was yeah. I don't even know if that's a Nickelodeon or a Disney thing, right?
Nickelodeon.
Doesn't even matter.
But I'm just saying that is an association because a lot of people who listen to rap music like it to be from an authentic rapping person.
I think that's what it is. That's what it is. Right. And then when you rap about certain shit, I want to be able to believe it, right? And I don't believe nothing that this guy says.
That's what I'm saying.
He's from New York, and you know how New York people are. They New York rappers.
That ain't got nothing to do with it because I like down south rappers too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I like 8 Ball and MJG. A lot of people didn't think that. Like I like West Coast rappers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I listened to DJ Quick when I was in junior high school. I was listening to DJ Quick, right?
Well,
people wouldn't. But I'm from New York though. You know what I'm saying?
It has to be the kind of flavor that anybody can taste. So So there's a lot of people who come out and then they're good, but they stay in like a niche audience of good. Right. Because there's a particular taste for that. But if you got somebody who, you know, can reach across a broad spectrum of people, a lot of times that person to another niche audience might be like, I don't really fuck with that.
Nah, you know, for me,
some people don't like him because he light skinned and rapping. Some people don't like him.
That ain't my situation. Because
he don't seem like he don't, you know, and he comes with an assortment of other people, right, who put him on. So he was associated with Lil Wayne right off the rip, right? Now, Nicki Minaj, you know, and he was doing other features with other people, and that's how these people keep getting big. But he's big on another side. So it's almost like when him and Kendrick started beefing, it was tribal right away.
Here's the kicker.
Like you had to pick a side, which side you was gonna be on while this was happening.
Here's the kicker. I don't fuck with Kendrick Lamar either.
Oh shit!
I don't like that nigga music. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the halftime show in general, to me, that shit was trash, right? That shit was ass.
So now
the whole halftime show is ass.
That's why you want to talk about this so bad.
The whole halftime show is ass. The shit was trash.
This is.
I don't give a fuck about the symbolism and anything like that. The shit was trash. Huh? One, I didn't know none of the songs. I didn't know any of the songs until he got to They Not Like Us, right? And I'm like, okay. I like the way he teased to come about it, you know, so I was like, all right. But that's the only part I like because he was poking, you know, taking shots at Drake. But all of the songs that he performed up until he got to They Not Like Us, I didn't know none of them shits. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not a K-Dot fan?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. That nigga can't rap to me either.
So you wouldn't know his music anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga trash. Drake trash.
So he's trash.
What you did was trash?
Because he's not a fan.
What you heard was
right. That's why I'm not a fan, because he's trash. Huh?
I'm asking, is what you heard trash?
With the music that from the Superbowl,
from what?
Yeah. I wasn't feeling none of that shit. I wasn't feeling none of that shit. Man.
So like, if he was a local artist and you didn't know who he was, and he came up and performed like that, rap like that, that would have been good enough for you.
Nah, I'd have been like, nah, that shit trash. I'd have been like, that shit ass, man.
Damn.
What's it going?
So maybe
and here's the thing, right? I give flowers where they do, right? Because now let's go back to Drake.
Okay.
Drake put out so much music to where some songs I'm like, oh, I fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But majority of shit, I can't get jiggy to that shit. You know
what type of songs from Drake you like?
Drake, that was that started from the bottom, now we here.
Okay.
I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had fuck with that shit when that came out. That's it. I understand.
So you don't like not one Kendrick song?
No. Let me take it back. Not to say that I don't like not one Kendrick song. I'm saying majority of the songs that he performed in the Super Bowl.
Song that you like?
What's that shit? The swimming pools, the pool full of liquor. I like that shit. Yeah. I like that shit. Man. And then there was another one off that first album. You know what I'm saying? There was another song off the first album. I don't know the name.
You didn't like Backseat Driver?
Nah, I can't recall Backseat Driver.
The one he talking about.
That's why
my life.
Oh yeah. That's the other song. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That one is what's
DJ to drop the little clip of the music.
Listen, man, if he was a DJ playing some K-Dot or playing some Drake, I'm gonna take it back to you. I would be that nigga from House Party who keep bumping the table while he was mixing. I would be dancing and bump his shit on purpose so that he'd take that shit off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to listen to no K-Dot.
That is terrible, man.
Great job.
That freaking Super Bowl, the halftime show was trash.
With his halftime performance,
I can't believe I'm
there definitely was a lot of symbolism in there. I think that a lot of black people, paid attention. I think that a lot of black people should pay attention. And I think that message was definitely, it was intended for us.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Let's talk about the black people who paid attention. What messages did he put out there for the black people who paid attention?
I believe like this. There are people on, certain sides. They kind of know when somebody's saying something a certain kind of way. They just understand what it is, right? So, because we know when we hear certain things too from our people, we do the same thing. We'll say, "Oh, I get what he was saying," but I ain't gonna say it because
you didn't get what he was saying.
No, because I know to just put it. If he didn't put it out there full blast, then I'm not gonna put it out there full blast. That means he kind of wanted to tacitly, give whatever he was saying, to a certain person who could understand it.
That's why I don't like these mythical, diabolical, astronomical niggas that be rapping and all that bullshit, man. Fuck all that stupid shit, man. Music is music. I'm trying to groove. You know what I'm saying? I can't
quintessential intelligent rapper.
Man,
he is the quintessential intelligent rapper.
He's just a nigga that say shit.
Very intelligent.
He dropped verses that you be like,
you have to break them down.
You had to rewind.
I watched the Super Bowl performance all over again today before I got here. He did a very good job. When I watched it all over again, I'm like, this man's a genius because there are so many messages and so many little symbols in this whole entire performance, the way it was crafted, the linemen, the way that everything was separated, the lighting with everything down to his attire.
Well, it was a show.
He played the star in the flag. Everybody else was the America. He was the one star. Like, it was just so many symbols there. Like, I don't understand how you could not.
You know, Kendrick is in the discussion. Not right now, because there's certain people still alive, right? And you don't have like this extremely large catalog of songs. He got a lot, but he has a long way to go to catch up with Lil Wayne, Eminem, Jay-Z, you know, all them kind of people, right? So when they gone, the next, you know, tier of the greatest of all time, he gonna certainly be in that conversation.
But you know what? He definitely gonna be in that conversation because the next tier is not my generation. You understand? So it's not for me to like Kendrick. It's not for me to like Drake.
Who you think the greatest is in our generation?
In our generation, Big, man. Big, he's the best.
That's the typical, you know, answer. I think people will say, you know, but there's people still alive that kind of did things.
Now listen, Hov too. Like, and I'm not even gonna go just New York rappers. I'm gonna go.
But Hov deserved to be.
Absolutely. And then Nas, you know. But I'm gonna get off the New York rappers. I'm gonna go to the down south cats that I like. Right, I like Andre 3 Stacks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's one of the nicest dudes to ever spit. Who else?
Very intelligent as well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. I think him and Kendrick will make a beautiful song together.
Yeah, because Kendrick can rap and he can play the flutes, right?
Because Andre can rap too.
Andre rap too.
I was just making a joke. You know what I mean? But then we're going to take it to the West Coast.
More than the flute.
Ice Cube is one of the best rappers ever, right?
You ain't mentioned Lil Wayne.
Man, fuck Lil Wayne. That nigga trash too, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga trash too, man. That nigga trash too. Come on in. Welcome.
Welcome. Bananas. That's bananas.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I watched that show all over again.
Somebody have a seat here. Somebody have a seat there.
The few things that I didn't catch the first time around, because if you're a Kendrick fan or even a fan of Super Bowl halftime shows, you're a little excited about the show. The anticipation kind of be crazy, so you probably won't catch everything. But I felt like Kendrick did like a little movie for us, so I wanted to go back and watch it again.
Listen, man.
I appreciate.
Don't even put movie and what you call in the same sentence.
Whatever.
Right?
I appreciate all the symbolism. I love the fact that he used Samuel L. Jackson to play Uncle Sam to. You know, because he could have used anybody. He could have used any one of those men. Right, Snowball. He could have used any one of those men that were on stage behind him, but he chose Samuel L. Jackson for a reason. So there was a lot of messages there for us, specifically for us. And I love the fact that he ended it with "Not Like Us." I think it was perfect.
Yeah,
that was the best part of the show.
Honestly, I've never really been attracted to Kendrick, but that show, I was like, that's an intelligent man. Like, I really like that.
Certain qualities about a person when they come out, man, you know, it make you feel a certain kind of way about him. I think the young man, you know, just got it going on. What he doing? You know, and
listen, I'm not gonna take that away from him.
He got a skill set, man.
Definitely not gonna take that away from him. Right?
You know,
very likable person. I'm not gonna take that away from him. I'm just saying the music for me,
it's not enough.
Yeah, I can't get you.
It's not enough.
He's saying, the greatest of the generation. Honestly, I think our generation spans a lot longer than we give it, because Kendrick is a little, he's too much for the teenagers, a lot of the teenagers today. Mm-hmm. And he's just right for a lot of the adults, you know, today, a lot of our age or whatever. So I'm like, I don't even think that you can kind of exclude him.
I'm not trying to exclude him. I'm just saying, for me, the nigga ain't it.
It's so disappointing.
The nigga ain't it.
I mean it. You know? I know you mean it.
Yeah, but I don't think there's that many lyricists out now.
He made a
is
new
like
West
one
Coast
of the youngest lyricists, like one of the younger
He's like younger Andre 3000.
Just saying some weird shit don't make you a lyricist.
Who else? No, it's not about saying weird shit because not only does he rap and make sense, he do all his little ad libs and stuff in there too. I'm like, this man done did everything on the track.
Listen, I'm not taking nothing away from him.
You are.
What I'm saying, halftime show, wasn't feeling it. All right, she was trashing me.
Everybody that don't like what
you do.
Elvis is one of them people.
Well, what?
I didn't really pay attention to it.
Did you pay attention to the halftime show? Okay. Why is that?
I'm not really interested in stuff like that.
What I just said, the younger generation they're not going to catch Kendrick.
You're a Kendrick fan?
Is for us.
Kendrick fan.
I'm a
Kendrick fan.
I have to say this carefully, right?
Just a yes or no. So you're a Kendrick fan.
I respect the quality of that man's work to a very high level. I'm just saying, I have my own particular taste as well. I'm not saying I love his work. I love exactly what he do.
Right.
You know, but I'm just not a big fan of West Coast music like that, you know. But it's interesting.
But me, his style don't even seem like West Coast. Not like the, you know, it's not, it's, nowadays, everybody's style to me is the same.
He makes me like it now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because it's like he created a new vibe that a lot of them are using.
Think about what we listen to today.
Yeah. All them West Coast rappers right now
the only one making sense.
are, you know, doing stuff like off of the mustard beats for real. Like, it's real similar now. They trying to do
the problem, and I think that's the reason why I'm not feeling none of the new shit is because everybody's doing the same shit and they all sounding the same. Yeah. So, you know, back when my rappers, they all sound different. They all look different. They all were different, right? Yeah. From Ho all the way to Busta Rhymes, right? And Busta's another one of my favorite rappers, right? And it's like everybody was different. Everybody had their own style, right?
So who Kendrick sound?
I don't know who the fuck Kendrick sounds. Kendrick sounds like Kendrick.
Who Kendrick look like?
I don't know who Kendrick look like either. Kendrick look like Kendrick. But now you got a bunch of niggas that look like Kendrick too. That's what I'm saying.
He's distinguishable. I think when he come on the track, you'll say.
And I said that
we got Kendrick on this track.
In the middle of their beat, Kendrick and Drake. We often play the diss tracks in the shop, and we were playing them back and forth so we can hear, you know, the better verse and just talk about it. And I'm like, you know what? I like how quirky he is because his music stand out
about a lot.
With
Kendrick on it, that was dope. He had the best verse. Not to cut you off. That ASAP Rocky shit. I love bad bitches got a fucking problem. Yeah, he had the best verse in there, so I can't even take that from him. But at the same time,
I think maybe you're not a Kendrick fan because you don't really listen to enough of his music. You can't identify enough of his music.
I don't think the nigga nice enough for me to get into his music.
Look, you know, started.
I'm just saying, I don't think they're nice enough for me. You can agree with that, right? I don't think the nigga nice enough for me to even get into his shit. High five. That's what I'm talking about. She's the younger generation. High five again.
But they're not. They don't look for music with substance. They look for ass shaking.
Because there's people that's.
Do you like to shake your ass in music?
I do it, but that's not. That's sorry. Listen, no.
I thought you was on my side. Take my high five back.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I listen to all different types of music, even music that was made before I was even born. It's just that's just not something I listen to.
Okay, high five again, right? Because we ain't into that Kendrick shit.
He do got some good music. That's just not something.
Every so often, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
He got a few good songs.
I don't like all the Biggie songs. Right. I love Biggie, but I don't like every single track of Biggie than Biggie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He done said some
wild shit. He does what?
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Biggie done said some suspect stuff, right?
Biggie.
Listen, everybody say suspect stuff.
I'm just saying, I don't like every single. It's nothing absolute.
See, here's the thing, right? Even back in the day, you could say suspect stuff because motherfuckers knew suspect stuff was suspect, right? So it's like, if he said that, nobody's gonna be like, oh, Biggie's gay. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, people, since everybody is gay, people are like, oh my gosh, look what he said. In the 90s, niggas knew you wasn't gay. You say some shit like that, you're just saying, like when he said you look so good.
All the Diddy stuff came out.
Right, even with that.
You can't look at his Biggie and be like,
nah, I still wouldn't even think that shit about him.
It's the context in which you do it, right?
That
you might say something like,
the most famous.
Don't you know my nigga Gutter?
Like to kidnap kids, fuck them in their ass, throw them over the bridge. Listen, but that's not talking about him being gay. He's just talking about the dude doing some wild fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit to tell
hey, listen, now you gotta know.
I'm glad y'all was able to recite that one.
I forgot dudes over there.
Right, I know what you like to say. The most famous gays. You look so good, I suck in your day. This is what I'm trying to say, right?
It's super wild.
Back in the day, niggas knew like motherfuckers wasn't playing the gay shit.
The engineer should have been like, excuse me, sir.
No. Motherfuckers wasn't playing the gay shit like they playing today. So you could say that and niggas will know like how to separate it. Be like, oh damn, son, that bitch got to look that good if a nigga say he sucking his daddy dick. Not thinking that he really would do that shit.
Not only that, you know, back in the day.
Because today, if a nigga was to say that line, today, he might suck on his daddy dick. You know what I'm saying? So that's just
why? Because being gay is so acceptable today. Back then it was more hush hush.
Listen, back then I don't think that many niggas was gay.
It was a lot of people gay.
They was on private with boyfriends.
I don't think niggas
was just start out of the blue. Like here.
Listen, not to say
being gay. It just wasn't as normalized.
I don't think so. I think it's now.
You just didn't know.
I don't think so. Because the difference is between today and we jumping off into a whole nother subject. But what I'm gonna say, the difference between today and yesterday, right? Today it's promoted. That's why you feel like so many people are well, that's why so many people are okay with it, and you feel like so many people back there must have been gay, but they really weren't gay. Nobody played that shit.
Wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying?
Why is it promoted? Why is it promoted?
The agenda.
Hold on, no.
The agenda.
Exactly.
These people aren't gay.
No.
They've been there.
No.
They just were not accepted back then. Now it's more normalized.
That's the reason why gay marriage was even passed. Gay people were able to.
You think you want to know gay people to make all these?
So people with demonizing people.
Man, gay people are the ones who put up the money for those laws to even be passed.
Exactly.
That's the reason why they're able to get married. They stand together.
You know, everybody come from a plight, man. Even us, especially us.
Right.
So. And these are the kind of things that when these people do it, I have to be honest about this.
Let me throw my Umar Johnson shit in there right quick.
Choice versus like what I can't undo.
Right.
So I'm black and I just can't undo that. Right. These are choices people are making, and then expressing their disenfranchisement through strife.
Right,
but it's not the same kind of.
Thank you. Yeah. And now let me throw this out here, right? With the LGBT, all the letters, whatever the case may be, right? I feel on my Umar conspiracy theory right now that this agenda was put in place to set the black agenda back one. You know what I'm saying? Because they came out and then it's like everything for black people got to take a back seat to everything for homosexual people. So it's not to say that like, everybody was gay. Everybody want to be gay today. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, nobody fucks with you. The moment somebody does fuck with you, it's like, oh shit, you canceled all the way around. You can't say shit about gay people. You can't say shit about trans people. But you can say whatever you want to say about black people at any point in time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Niggas hopping out whipping niggas ass still today. But niggas ain't whipping gay people ass like that, Now some people might get their ass whipped, but it's not, the comparison is not the same, So that's just my theory on it.
I agree on that, and I think people also need to realize that through their own experiences, right? You can see, when somebody is just truly aggrieved in some kind of way,
right?
And it's not anything you gotta hide. It's just what it is. I can see you kicking the can down the road about black issues because when Asians were going through the stuff they were going through, they created legislation specifically to help those people from being harmed in a way and be able to recoup, whatever they need if they are in those ways. People, members of the LGBTQ community, the same thing.
Hate crime if you do something to them, right?
Yeah. And I mean, when you talk about, the Hate Crimes Act that's against black people, it wasn't exclusive to black people. It was marginalized groups.
Right.
So that include a lot of people, even little people. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. It was nothing exclusive to us. They told us for a long time they're gonna, give us something for that shit they did to us a few centuries ago. That just don't ever seem to pan out because it's still people that exist with poor thinking, negative, poor, bigoted, racist thinking.
Right.
And then they apply that thinking to us in ways that keep us feeling like, damn, we watched Trayvon Martin get killed, right? George Floyd get killed. Well, I ain't gonna say George Floyd because those people actually got punished for what they did. But there's what's the lady name that got drug out of her car from Louisiana? Sandra Bland, right? The other gentleman from Minnesota.
You got Eric Gardner.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a long list.
It's these kind of things that's in imagery, right, that give us clear reminders of lynching. You know, it's the same thing. I'm looking in a tree and I see somebody look like me, and not only look like me, I'm talking about babies, children,
now
women.
Now even say that, right?
Yeah.
Now with that being said, all of this happened to those people because they were black for the most part, right?
Correct.
Had no choice in being black, right? Born that way. Now you have the gay community, right? Has a choice whether they want to, you know, even though they say that they don't have a choice, but you technically have a choice whether you want to be this way or you want to be that way, right?
Yeah.
But how many, just name 2, 3, give me 3 instances where something like that crazy has happened to a member of the gay community. Anybody?
Did you believe what Juicy Smollett?
See, and thank you for bringing up that nigga had to create some shit. He had to create some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is not fucking with them. You know? Well, and let's not even get going there.
But there's a lot of stories of them, you know, not only getting harmed but getting murdered. You know, for being, you know, trans or being bi and all that, which we know we feel about being bi, but I'm just saying it does happen. So when you're in your mind, you say, well, I want to do something to help somebody have a better day than they did yesterday, if that's what's happening to them. The slippery slope is, you know, when you try to, you know, face an issue like that really almost certainly is in the hands of the person going through it too.
Right.
Like it's just certain ways, certain places, certain means you can go about looking how you want to look and being that way, but don't push the narrative around people, you know, have poor thinking.
Right.
You're around bad people who possibly could do something around you, and yeah, you can say, well, I should be able to live my life how I want it. But sometimes you can't.
And here's the thing. You should be able to live your life the way you want to live. Now, here's the thing. I'm never going to advocate for anybody to go and just do stuff to people for no reason. You understand what I'm saying?
Because that's not what we're talking about.
Right. That's not what we're talking about. I never advocate that because I wouldn't want nobody to do nothing to me or anybody black just because we're black. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But just like those dummies that went down to the Trump rally, knowing full well that there's a bunch of racist motherfuckers there, right? But I'm just going to go there anyway to agitate these people. And then when I get punched in my shit, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, they're racist. As if I didn't know that they were racist before I went there. And that's the point I'm trying to make with a lot of communities outside of us that have these choices, whether they want to be this way or they don't want to be this way. They go around people that they know don't like them just to get a reaction, just to say, oh, I can't believe that you guys don't like me. And I'm not with that shit either, man. I feel like that's making the Olympics. Right, that's playing a dangerous game, you know what I'm saying? But we got off topic. We were supposed to be talking about the Super Bowl halftime show and the symbolism and the Kendrick Lamar's dissing Drake.
I think we got
yada, yada. It's all good. Anyway, that's our time on this episode. Miss me with the bullshit. Everybody on 3? 1, 2, 3. Miss me with the bullshit. Right.